Football has produced legendary goalkeepers in just about every corner of the world. Europe has dominated the position for decades. South America has given us some of the biggest personalities the game has ever seen. And over the last few years, almost every continent has started producing elite shot stoppers capable of performing at the very highest level. So today we're doing something that sounds fairly straightforward, but proved surprisingly difficult. We're picking the greatest goalkeeper from every continent on Earth. Now, before anyone heads straight to the comments, yes, there are going to be names left out. Some of these decisions were incredibly close, and depending on your age, your club, or your nationality, you'll probably have at least one player you'd swap out immediately. This list is based on overall quality, achievements, and influence on the game, rather than simply who's in the best form today. The order means absolutely nothing. Let's begin with Asia. Asia has come a long way in world football. For years, the continent became known for producing intelligent midfielders and technically gifted attackers, but goalkeepers rarely received the same recognition. Over the last decade, though, that has started to change. Japan, South Korea, and Iran have all produced keepers capable of playing in Europe's top leagues, and the gap between Asia and the traditional footballing powerhouses feels smaller than ever. There are a few excellent candidates here. Ali Bayranvan's story alone is remarkable, going from sleeping on the streets as a teenager to becoming one of Iran's greatest ever goalkeepers. South Korea has produced several reliable international keepers, while Shuichi Gonda was outstanding during Japan's run at the 2022 World Cup. Our pick, however, is Zion Suzuki. At just 23 years old, Suzuki already looks like one of the brightest goalkeeping prospects anywhere in football. Standing at 6'3", he's commanding in the air, composed with the ball at his feet, and possesses the athleticism that modern managers love. Perhaps most impressive is how calm he looks under pressure. Young goalkeepers usually have mistakes in them. Suzuki rarely seems rushed, even against elite opposition. If his development continues at this rate, this probably won't be the last time he tops a list like this. If Asia was difficult, Africa was an absolute nightmare. The continent has produced world-class goalkeepers for decades. Thomas Nkono inspired a young Gianluigi Buffon to become a goalkeeper. Essam El Hadary was still winning international tournaments in his 40s, while Andre Onana and Edouard Mendy have both reached the very top of European football. But we're giving this one to Yassine Bounou, or Bono. The Moroccan has quietly put together one of the finest careers of any goalkeeper in modern football. His years with Sevilla saw him become one of La Liga's safest pairs of hands, while back-to-back Europa League triumphs cemented his reputation as a goalkeeper built for knockout football. Then came the 2022 World Cup. Penalty saves against Spain, clean sheets against Portugal, a historic run that saw Morocco become the first African nation ever to reach a World Cup semi-final. Big moments define big players, and Bono delivered time after time. For us, he's Africa's greatest goalkeeper. Europe is comfortably the hardest continent on this list. You could genuinely make a world-class squad using only European goalkeepers. Buffon, Casillas, Cech, Schmeichel, Courtois, Alisson, Oblak, Van der Sar, and plenty more would all have supporters. But we're choosing Manuel Neuer. Quite simply, football has never really seen another goalkeeper like him. Before Neuer, goalkeepers stayed close to their penalty area. Neuer practically played as an extra defender, sprinting 30 or 40 yards off his line to sweep up danger before attackers even reached the ball. It completely changed the position. Today, almost every elite goalkeeper is expected to play with their feet because Neuer proved how valuable it could be. And somehow, despite redefining the role, he also remained one of the greatest shot stoppers in history. 2 Champions Leagues, a World Cup, over a decade at the very top. Sometimes the obvious answer is the obvious answer because it's simply correct. However, North America doesn't quite possess Europe's depth, but it's produced some genuinely elite goalkeepers. The United States has given us names like Tim Howard and Brad Friedel. Mexico has produced legends including Guillermo Ochoa, while Canada is beginning to develop stronger talent than ever before. Still, our pick is Keylor Navas. It's easy to forget just how unlikely his career was. Coming from Costa Rica, very few expected him to become the first-choice goalkeeper for Real Madrid. He didn't just become first choice, he helped them win 3 consecutive Champions League titles. His reflexes were phenomenal, especially in one-on-one situations, and despite often being overshadowed by the Galacticos in front of him, Navas repeatedly produced match-winning performances on the biggest stage. Throw in Costa Rica's unforgettable run to the World Cup quarterfinals in 2014, and this one becomes fairly straightforward. South America has never struggled to produce football legends. The continent is famous for magical forwards, elegant midfielders, and fearless defenders, but it's also given us some exceptional goalkeepers. Claudio Bravo, Dida, Rogerio Ceni, and José Luis Chilavert all deserve honorable mentions. Our choice, though, is Emiliano Martinez. Whether you love him or absolutely can't stand him, there's no denying he thrives when the stakes are highest. His performances during Argentina's World Cup winning campaign instantly became part of football history. The penalty shootouts, the mind games, the huge saves. Every time Argentina needed one defining moment, Martinez somehow found it. He's become football's ultimate big-game goalkeeper, and while his personality divides opinion, his ability is almost impossible to argue against. Finally, we arrive in Oceania. This is comfortably the smallest talent pool on today's list, but that doesn't mean there haven't been quality players. Australia and New Zealand have consistently produced professionals capable of competing across Europe, even if global recognition has sometimes been harder to come by. Our choice is Matthew Ryan. For more than a decade, Ryan has been Australia's dependable number 1. He's represented the Socceroos at multiple World Cups, captained his country, and built an impressive club career across Belgium, Spain, England, the Netherlands, and France. He's never been the loudest goalkeeper or the flashiest personality, but consistency matters. Generation after generation of Australian football fans have known exactly who'd be standing between the posts. Few goalkeepers have represented their nation with greater reliability, so those are our picks for the greatest goalkeeper from every continent. Some of these choices were incredibly straightforward, while others could easily have gone in 2 or 3 different directions. That's part of what makes football debates so much fun. Now it's your turn. Who did we get right? Who did we completely miss? Let us know your goalkeeper from each continent down in the comments, because I'm expecting there to be plenty of disagreement on this one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll have plenty more football deep dives coming very soon. Thanks for watching.